frig, boys and girls. We got us a 5-gallon pail of this here CRC Sta-Lube GL 585 140 gear oil. What are we going to do with this? Well, you know we're up to something, or we wouldn't have it dug out. Let me show you what we're doing. I need to check the rear axle on the mater. I did. It was good, didn't need any. But I've been meaning to do this for a while. This is the contents of the transmission. Look at this oil. This stuff is just, I don't know, it's just, granted I drove it earlier, but it's lost all of its anti-foam properties. And it almost looks like it's got moisture in it or something. The color of this oil is just friggin' weird, okay? But anyway, we've drained it all out. This is an SM 420 transmission. I don't know if I ain't gonna get my camera dirty or messed up for it, but I'll just try to show you. There's the bottom of the transmission. Let's see where we at. It's hard to show you this stuff. Right there is the drain plug. I've done took it out and put it back in. And up here on the side of the transmission, there's another one that looks just like it. I can't get up in there because I got an exhaust pipe in the way. It's right behind that exhaust pipe. That's your fuel plug. But yeah, as you guessed it, you know me, I never do nothing by the book. No, we're not going to use the fuel plug. How the heck are we going to fill this transmission? Wait and see. Oh boy, this turned into a 3-part project. Wasn't what I was planning on doing today. But anyway, as y'all know, I had the Kentucky Fried Chicken going on here a while back. Well, first step we're going to do, and yous are all going, well, why is he doing this? First step we're going to do is we are going to, this is all this wiring is going to be redid, replaced, redone, however you want to put it. So it's easier to do this with one hand free, but anyway, let's see if I can get them wires snipped. Get them in two. There's no power here. This is all dead, so there we go. We got it cut loose from the shifter. That's all got to be, like I said, redone, so we're not harming it. But let me set the camera. Let me see if I can get the camera to where you can see. Granted, crappy angle, I know. It's at an angle. You know what a shifter is, okay? I'm going to show you my tool of choice to get these suckers out. And you're still going, why is he taking the shifter out? Well, for one, I got to redo my wiring, so shifter's got to come out for that. I'm going to let me get this set up to what I need. And once I get it set, I'll show you. Alright, that's pretty close. You're not going to really be able to watch me. But you take these and you set them up to where they're on top of it. And what you're actually going to do is you're going to push down and turn. This thing turns to the left, unlocked. Lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, that sort of situation. I'm going to try to find a way to show you what I'm doing. I don't know if it's entirely possible. We'll make the effort, get my glove out of the way. Maybe you can see something. There you go. That might work. Makes it harder for me to do it, but we'll see if it works. Need to tighten him up a little bit. I had them a little too loose because they've got a catch. Yeah, yins are right in my way of doing this. I hope yins are happy. Make sure this thing is in neutral. Yeah. There we go. It's unlocked. You just got to push down and turn. It's pretty simple. And the shifter will, oh shit, my shifter fell out. Well, anyway, the shifter come out for 2 reasons today. One is to refill the transmission. The second one is to redo this wiring on it, which we'll do that here after a while, throw the shifter over the floorboard. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a gallon of gear oil out. I'm going to put it in a gallon jug, probably a used oil bottle, just a motor oil bottle. And I'm just going to pour it in about a quart at a time. The fuel plug's still out under the truck. So we're going to just dump it in. Yeah, I put the drain pan back under the transmission before somebody says it. And we're just going to start dumping oil in until we see it start to come out the fuel hole. I think these things hold right at a gallon, but I can't remember for sure. But anyway, let me get some oil. We'll show you that. I need to get a rag and wipe off around the top of that too. Using care not to get it in the transmission. It's just dried grease, but still, we'll clean it up. Okay, everybody. I consulted the book, seen what it held. I went ahead and put the drain plug back in. And I put that amount in this jug right here. So what we're gonna do is just, I've done poured most of this in, so this is for you all to see what I'm doing, but this is the last little bit. That's, oopsie. Now I got a mess to clean up, but anyway, you get the point. I'll show you putting the shifter and all back in. I'm gonna attempt not to make this mess again. Okay, I'll give you a little lesson on putting the shifter back in. See, you got 2 pins right there. If you can actually look down inside the transmission, you can actually see there where that goes into the transmission. If you actually take a flashlight and look, for people that don't know. But anyway, you got a notch on this side of this ball, and on the other side of the ball right there you have a notch too. This top cap's irrelevant right now. What you need to do is you just need to drop the shifter in the hole. There you go. Shifter's in. I hope you can see that. But it just drops in, and basically just remembering, always use neutral before you take it out. Put it in neutral, okay? Just put it in neutral. And all you gotta do is drop that shifter pretty much back in. And you can actually do it from a seated position in the driver's seat, but I was trying to show you because you know where your shifter is supposed to be. We've also done some, this is started, I've redone my switch from where I had a Smokey Joe burnout. Got my switch back mounted, but I'm going to, instead of wrapping all this in black tape, we're going to use the O-ring method to hold this cable. And I put a, yeah, look what we're going to run these lights in. Oh yeah, we're running them in some friggin' wire, okay? That's what we're going to do, but I'm going to piece it through a fuse. Just haven't got that far yet. But anyway, let's get this back in. This is a reverse process. As you can see, it locks like that. You just get it started back in, which it's hard to do with one hand. You get it started, and sometimes you can actually, I can't do this one, not left-handed, but you can overcome that screen pressure with your right hand and actually twist them back in if you're a strong individual, which is what I'm fixing to do, but the camera's in my right hand. But anyway, a little more after a while. Well, she's all back together, all functional, all cool, and see, don't that look a lot better than black tape? Yep. We actually run that wire up and around the heater box and back to give it, rigid strength. Didn't actually tie it off to anything, but it ain't hanging on the wire either. So, run up under the dash, got all that took care of. We got our lights going. We got our grease changed in our transmission. You'll see the carnage. Come on, focus, darn you. That's the carnage. That used to be a wire. Look at that butt connector. Oh yeah. Look at it. It's sortly French fried. That's the aftermath. That is the aftermath of a dead short that a fuse did not take care of. But it won't do that shit again. I promise you. Because I actually, I've got it fused right now under what it should be fused. I've got it fused on a fuse that's probably right borderline of being too small. And it may or may not hold up, but it should be real easy to blow. That's kind of what I'm looking at. You know, this was on a 20 amp fuse, which I would have thought for 4 floodlights and 2 backup lights, that, it's 6 lights running off one circuit. You would think that that would be enough, or would be about right. Wrong. It wasn't. But anyway, now that we've got the carnage, we've got to go over here and a little exhaust for you. I got to get rid of this before I drive over it. It'd be real fun to drive over it now, wouldn't it? Yeah.